Greetings, mate, and welcome aboard. Stuart Charles here, HomeStudioBasics.com, helping you make sound decisions. So, before we get started, like the video, subscribe, and join the Patreon if you really think I'm a funny guy.
Really funny. What do you mean I'm funny?
Today's review will cover the FiiO K11 R2R. We'll discuss build, features, power output, sound profile, and more. By the time you're finished watching this video, you'll know if it's right for you. If it's not, I'll point you in the direction of something that is. Deal? Cool. Let's dive in. If you're new to the world of audiophile products, the K11 R2R is a combo headphone amplifier plus digital to analog converter. This means both the amplifier and DAC are contained in the unit, saving you the hassle of having to purchase them separately. Additionally, the K11 is a preamp, meaning you can connect it to active speakers like the FiiO SP3, PreSonus Aeris E3.5, etc. It also happens to be an R2R DAC, a first in FiiO's entry-level lineup. R2R resistor-to-resistor DACs use a ladder network of precisely matched resistors to convert digital signals into analog. Instead of relying on delta sigma modulation like most modern DACs, R2R designs decode the signal more directly, allegedly preserving its natural dynamics and micro details. This approach is often praised for its smooth, organic sound, but requires extremely precise resistor matching, making high-quality implementations expensive. We'll also touch on pricing later, but the fact that FiiO provides this technology while keeping the overall cost down is impressive. Whether or not it actually makes a difference in sound is up for debate, and we'll cover that with a comparison to the original K11 as well. For now, let's delve into build. Pound for pound, the K11 R2R is an exact replica of the K11, only it says R2R on the top. The same RGB illuminated logo makes a return and contains 6 LED strips that change color according to sample rate. You can adjust the brightness, color, and light patterns using the multifunction knob/encoder on the front of the unit. This aluminum alloy body is very robust and comes in a compact, sleek package, easily fitting in most spaces and resembling a JDS Atom in appearance. The K11 takes a more streamlined approach compared to the widely popular K5 Pro and K7 models, featuring a smaller, lighter design with a sleek, modern look. The underside contains a built-in octagon rubber pad, preventing the unit from sliding around. I've owned the original K11 for a couple of years now, and I can tell you that for the most part, the pad is excellent at keeping the DAC in place. Front panel. Here we have a 6.35mm and a 4.4mm headphone jack, in addition to the LCD screen which displays sample rate, volume, gain, or output mode. The volume potentiometer on the far right acts as the volume knob plus multifunction knob. Getting started. First, ensure the supplied power adapter is plugged in. Depending on your setup, connect the K11 using either USB-C to USB-A cable for a PC/laptop or an optical cable for consoles. Note, FiiO does not include an optical cable in the package. The K11 is compatible with PS3 and PS4 per my tests, and also works with PS5 and Switch according to FiiO. For PS3, PS4, simply run an optical cable from the console to the K11's optical input. No USB connection needed. Just be sure to set the unit to PO, pre-out mode for optical use. Basic operation. Powering on and off. Press and hold the volume knob. Entering the menu. Press and hold the knob again to access settings. Navigating options. Use the volume dial to scroll through modes. Press once to select, then adjust as needed. RGB lighting and customization. The K11 includes adjustable LED lighting with modes 0 through 8. 0 is sample rate format. 1 through 7 is your various colors: red, blue, cyan, purple, yellow, white, and green. Mode 8 is color cycle. Additional settings include pulse effects, on and off, and brightness levels 1 through 5. The K11 packs a lot of customization, making it a versatile choice for both gaming and music setups. The back panel features a pair of RCA line outputs, allowing you to connect external speakers like the PreSonus Aeris E3.5, FiiO SP3, or the newer Yamaha HS3, which I'll link down below. Alternatively, you can use the K11 as a dedicated DAC by pairing it with a separate headphone amplifier. Next to the RCA outputs is the coaxial in-out, which enables connections to CD/DVD players, gaming consoles, or sound cards via coaxial cable. Beside that, the optical input offers similar function for digital audio transmission. On the far left, you'll find the USB-C input for data and the DC 12-volt power jack for external power. The K11 R2R delivers plenty of power for virtually any headphones you own, offering the same output numbers as the standard K11. Single-ended, we're getting 520 milliwatts at 32 ohms with total harmonic distortion plus noise at less than 1%, 60 milliwatts at 300 ohm, and balance you're getting 1400 milliwatts at 32 ohm and 250 milliwatts at 300 ohm. If you haven't explored balanced output, now's the time. It's never been easier to experience the benefits, and the difference in my mind is noticeable. Expect improved resolution, timbre, and instrument separation, plus the added advantage of extra power and headroom. Sound. Headphones used include the AKG K702, FiO FT1, more to come. I'll leave links down below for some of my favorite playlists. After extensive back and forth between the supposedly better R2R version and the original K11, I can tell you without a doubt there is no difference. A couple of times I thought maybe the original sounded a tad more sterile/neutral, but I think that's a placebo or some sort of volume discrepancy. I found it interesting that though both advertise identical power output numbers, the R2R is slightly quieter at the same volume level, 35, with a K702. Otherwise, you can expect a good signal to noise ratio, 115 decibels, low output impedance, and a clean backdrop for your music. Remember, the Synad standard is 90 decibels, so anything above that is fine. Be cautious of reviewers who use excessive jargon when describing alleged sound differences between DACs and amps, including the K11 versus K11 R2R comparison. This is a major red flag because it implies the DAC itself is shaping the sound, rather than the source file and headphones being the real determining factors. In reality, a DAC amp's job is simple: convert and amplify the signal while staying as transparent as possible. It doesn't magically open up the soundstage or enhance the timbre. Claims like this are pure nonsense. If you come across someone saying otherwise, they're likely peddling snake oil or just trying to make a quick buck. To be clear, I'm not saying the technology behind different DACs isn't valid. It absolutely is, and I applaud FiO for their diligence. The way a DAC processes and converts digital signals does matter in terms of accuracy and functionality. However, when it comes to perceived sound differences, that's a different story. In a blind test with volume-matched signals, no one would be able to consistently tell one well-designed DAC from another. The idea that a DAC alone will drastically change your listening experience is pure placebo. As a producer and engineer with trained ears, I can tell you the real determining factors of sound quality come from the source file, i.e. the producer/engineer making the music, and the headphones, not the DAC or amp. To add to that, I've spent plenty of time with other R2R DACs like the Hyphaman EF600 and EF400, and the same logic applies. The differences people claim to hear are almost always placebo or expectation bias, not actual improvements in sound. Final verdict. FiO's K11 R2R is a slightly more expensive version of the original, but objectively it's essentially the same DAC. If you disregard the R2R label and understand that it won't magically improve your listening experience, it becomes much easier to justify opting for the cheaper version. To be clear, I love the K11. It's an excellent DAC at a great price and one of my main recommendations. However, there's no reason to spend roughly $30 more. Prices can change, but currently the original is priced at $139, while the R2R is $169. In my opinion, just go for the original and don't look back.